Welcome to this Eigomonster tutorial. This week we are going to be talking about activities and how you can add them to your account. Activities are one of the most important features on Eigomonster, and they will give you insight into how you help your students get their learn on. Once you're logged in, head to the teaching menu and click Manage Activities. This will take you to your Activities homepage. Click the Add New Activity button to take you to the Manage Activity form. To get started, think of a name for activity. This should be something unique that helps it stand out from the crowd. Something that accurately describes the activity and gives people a sense of what the activity is all about. That looks great. Next, we're going to select the subject for this activity as well as the target language. This could be as specific as the actual words used in the activity or as generic as the topic that the activity is used to teach. A short summary is useful to quickly describe what the activity can be used for, and then in the description you can give a more detailed overview about the background of this activity, how it works, and how this activity will help students achieve a specific learning outcome. Adding further learning objectives will give you insight into how you are helping your students achieve learning outcomes over time. Eigomonster will help you keep track of these automatically. Activities can be grouped into types. This will help you find them easily depending on what part of the lesson you want to use them in. Teachability will allow other users to know if they can use this activity based on their specific level of teaching experience. You can then enter the amount of time it takes to run this activity as well as any minimum or maximum number of students required. Adding tags to an activity will help us give you contextual advice during the lesson planning process, as will adding a school level and a target grade. The team teaching style denotes who is responsible for running this particular activity. On the next page, you can specify any textbooks, classroom resources, or student resources that are required to run this activity. When you add an activity to a lesson plan, Eigomonster will automatically tell you if there are any resources missing from that school or class. At this point, you will need to save your activity, so click on the Save Activity button, and then you can use the drop-down box to find materials from your profile to add to this activity. Activities and materials go hand in hand and travel together as a package across the Eigomonster system. Once you're done adding materials to your activity, you can move on to the final step, which is to give a detailed step-by-step description of how to teach this activity. This part of the activity is broken down into steps. Each step is going to need a name, which should be a high-level description of the content of that step. The type of step is whether you are showing the student something, telling them something, or if it's just some general information about how to keep the activity moving forward. You can add even more detailed information about what you should say or what you should do during that step. Click Add Step to add it to the activity, and then you can go ahead and add as many more steps as you want. If there are things that are absolutely vital that need to happen, remember to click the Vital button. The system will highlight these steps when the activity is viewed later on. Be as detailed as you can during this phase. This will not only help you create an awesome activity for the community to share, but it will also highlight any major pitfalls that you can adjust for accordingly in advance. You can also drag and drop the steps to change their order. You don't need to click the Save button as the steps are automatically saved as you add them. Just click Exit and you are done. That is all for this tutorial. Remember to face us on the Book of Likes for weekly lesson planning advice, follow our witty tweets for daily lesson planning tips, and you'd be surprised how hard it is to find a good pun for Instagram. So just please follow us there too. Eigomonster, bacon flavored chocolate dipped English. Yummy.